Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope all is well. So today we're going to be making some homemade, super easy, super budget friendly spoon drop biscuits, or we can just call them biscuits, but I'm going to be just dropping them with a spoon. You don't have to have no cute rolling pin. You don't need to put flour all over the table, none of that. It's going to be simple. So these are the 4 ingredients you'll need. Milk, I have 2% here. You'll need self-rising flour. Make sure it's self-rising, because if it's all-purpose, then you're going to have to make it rise yourself. Put in all kind of like salt, pinch of this, pinch of that. I don't even know. So just get the self-rising. You want real butter. You're going to need this for the beginning and the end of the recipe. And you need lard. Now there's other recipes you can use without doing lard, but I like the lard because we're down south and we like it to have flavor. You know what I mean? And we don't care that it's lard. So come along and we'll get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do is just take a couple little pinches of butter and put it in whatever baking dish you'll be using. And go ahead and get that melted so that you can have it to coat the pan. Then you don't have to worry about your biscuits sticking. Alright, while that's in the toaster oven melting, we're going to get started. You can measure your flour and maybe start with like a half a cup, depending how many it is. This is for a family of 4, so I'm just going to do maybe a full cup of flour, and it's all about eyeballing. I'm going to just use what's left actually in this bag, but it's a little over a cup, I would imagine. And you don't want to cook your butter, so make sure that you don't leave it in there too long, because you just want it to melt so that you can coat the pan. Then you're going to take your lard after you shift your flour a little bit. Just want to get it as fine as you can. If you have one of those little net things, you can do it and tap the sides. I don't have one, so I'm just using this. Let me go check the butter. Alright, so this is how your butter should look. Nice and melted. Then you can roll it around on the pan. Get it all on the sides. Get it everywhere that the biscuit is going to touch. Because trust me, you do not want them sticking. You're going to want every piece of this biscuit. So after you do that, then just sit it aside and continue making your biscuits. Alright, so you should have your flour shifted. Then you want to take your lard. Okay. And you just want to, it's super soft too if you've never worked with lard. It's not hard. It's fat. Like if you was to fry pork chops and say you don't take your grease out of the pan, like this is what would be in the pan. Pork lard, basically. And this is by Morel. I got it from Food Line. You can find it at Walmart. It's a Smithfield Packaged Meat Corporation brand. So it's from the brand Smithfield. So I guess it's like one of their sister brands or whatever the case. But yeah, and it has a recipe on the bottom too, so that's neat. I never even noticed that. I usually just use it and that's it. It shows you how to make pie crust, and this is just a basic pastry, I guess, if you want to screenshot that. It's cool. I might try that one day. So yeah, I'm gonna do I dropped one little spoon full. I'm gonna drop a second one. You don't want to put too much, but you want to put enough. I can usually eyeball it, but I'll start here just so that y'all can see what like the 2 spoons will be. You don't want to put a super lot, you know what I mean? Because like I said, it's fat, but it's just to bind it and add flavor. The cold butter you can actually put back in the refrigerator too, so that it'll stay hard if you want to. But I am going to put some butter on the top of the biscuits after, so you don't have to put it back in the fridge. Because, you know, real butter, if you use real butter, it's hard. I need to get another one of my butter holders that I used to leave on the counter. My old glass one had broke, so I ended up just throwing it out. But I want to get, I seen a cute one that's a cow shape. I was like, oh, that'll be so cute. Because I want to do my kitchen like a farmhouse type theme, but not necessarily farmhouse, like a more modern. So I'm going to add a little bit more because it just wasn't enough as I was working it through. I could see that I would need more. But yeah, I love the farmhouse look, but a more modern one. I love sunflowers, and I like cows, and I love chickens and all that. So I feel like that'll be a cute butter holder that if I grab that. So yeah, just keep working it through. And I'll be back when it's time to do the milk, and I'll show you. You can still see the big clumps. Some of that is flour, but you know, you can see. So I'll be back and I'll let you know how it looks when it's ready. Alright, so this is how I like mine to look. It still has a couple of pieces of clump very slightly because, you know, you do want that bite. But for the most part, it kind of blended in with the flour. Like you can see the form, you know. So also you're going to go ahead and put your lard away. You don't want to shift your flour too much. You don't want to do too much and have it become overworked. But you are going to have to now pour in your milk. So that's why it's okay to leave some of the clumps, because you still have to shift. So I'm so sorry guys, I don't know the measurements, but just pour some milk. Don't do too much at first, because the last thing you want to do is pour too much milk. You can't take it away. You'll have to now add more flour if you do that. But if you pour not enough milk, then it'll be so much easier to keep adding a little bit at a time. So you just make sure you get all of it, work it in. You see how I'm just kind of cutting it with the spoon, and you see the consistency of it. So we're going to add some more milk and work that in. I know I'm going to need to add more, but I just want to show y'all how it'll change with each little bit. It's getting more you know, not clumpy. It's getting thicker, sticking together better, like a paste. Okay. Even it's starting to grab the bowl. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more milk. This should be good, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll be it. You see how it's got some moisture to it, because you don't want a dry biscuit. Like if you ever been to Bojangles or anywhere that has biscuits, Hardee's, Denny's, McDonald's even, they don't have dry biscuits. Like you want your biscuit mix to look like this. My little daughter, she loves a biscuit. This is why I had to learn how to make biscuits, because she expected biscuits before she started school. She's 5 now. Well, she'll be 6 in August. But before she started school, she expected biscuits literally every day, fresh biscuits. No lie. And I was here to do it for her. So this is your pan that I said you should have coated generously. So what we're going to do now is take the spoon. Clean that spoon off. So we're going to take our spoon, and I like good sized biscuits, and you're just literally going to drop it on there like that. It should make about possibly 6 biscuits for the amount that I put in here. The more flour you do, of course, it'll make more biscuits. They don't have to be perfect. This is why they're called spoon drop biscuits. I learned this from my boyfriend's grandma, and this is how she made them. I want to say my dad did the same type of recipe for his biscuits. I know for a fact he used pork lard, but he didn't drop it with the spoon. He used to take like a cup, like a coffee cup or something like that, and turn it after he would put flour on the thing, and he would just work it, the biscuits, like with his hand or whatever. His hand would be all messy and everything. Yeah, I like this because you don't get dirty. So that's 4. Okay, it looks like we're gonna get 5 good sized biscuits. And like I said, I didn't measure anything. I just eye it. Usually I get 6 biscuits. But this is like a treat that I'll be making so my daughter could come home and just have biscuits. Because she, like I said, she loves them. She doesn't even like anything on her biscuits. She likes plain biscuits with just the butter. And I don't blame her. I do like molasses and stuff. But I eat honey with my biscuits. And then my boyfriend, he loves the strawberry preserves on his biscuits. And then my other daughter, she'll eat hers with grape jelly. Or she does not like honey at all, which I think is crazy. But if she doesn't do the grape jelly, then she'll do like strawberry jelly or strawberry preserves if she's desperate. But she really prefers to have the grape jelly. So here's the 5 biscuits. These are ready to go into the toaster oven. And I have it set at 450. And I'm going to cook these probably for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending how brown they are. I don't want them too brown, but I want them golden, you know. So we'll be back when they get out of the oven. All right, the biscuits just came out. This is how they should look. You know, they're hot because the butter is just going to melt as soon as you put it on. You just move the butter around. And it'll melt as you're moving it around. You want it on every crevice.
But with endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a costly repair again. They covered a $14,000 and replacement. I had a 6-sensor that went out, $1,400. Endurance paid it. Got a brand new transmission, and we've never seen the repair bill. Use any certified mechanic you want. Just bring your car in, and Endurance will pay it direct. All major parts are covered. What I like about it, whether you put 10,000 or 100,000 miles a year on your car, if it's less than 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles.
All right, guys. Till next time, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you try these biscuits.